participatory action research. Our presentation for you today is about gender stereotypes. To start off, we'll be doing a quick interactive game of Kahoot. During this presentation, we'll be running through facts, sharing quotes of our experiences, as well as giving you a quick skate trap of the presentation. There will be a 5-minute Q&A session for any of those burning questions that you may have. I hope you enjoy and you're able to take away something important about gender and its stereotypes.
We're going to be doing a survey on Kahoot on gender stereotypes. There will be no right or wrong questions. On the Kahoot, you will have to agree or disagree to the statements given. The answers will be based on your opinions. To play, please log into kahoot.it, type in the code and an appropriate nickname.
Please enter the game code in the tab that says Game Pin, and please enter your nickname or username. This is going to be a survey, and there is going to be a 20-second limit, and I will read each question before it is answered.
Can you put the... Oh.
And you guys have 1 minute to type in your names. The game pin is going to be somewhere on the screen, so if you're not able to get it in time, you will still be able to play.
Yeah, Kahoot.it. I've never done anything like this before.
It's so fun.
Never
We do surveys and they
Never
asked,
done a Kahoot.
they did multiple choice questions.
She's here. Yeah, see her right now.
1 more minute, so please enter your names if you're not in yet.
What?
You didn't get in?
No, I wanted to get that heart up there.
No, you gotta.
Shakia got the heart.
You gotta put it. It's just a emoji.
So we are starting the survey
This is the
now,
greatest
and
thing
the
I've ever
questions are
seen.
gonna be on the board. For those of you who do not know how to play Kahoot, you just click on the shape. Like it's either a circle, a triangle, or a square, or a rhomboid. So just click on the shape that corresponds to the answer.
What do I do now?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Should the female dress code be more restrictive than the male dress code?
No.
No.
It's your, there's no right or wrong answer, so if you do not put in your questions, you have 5 seconds. So a majority of you said no, so next.
It's weird doing it without the sound.
Next
Hear the
question.
music playing.
Boys are supposed to be smarter, be more athletic, and girls are supposed to be smarter. Do you agree or disagree with this?
Somebody's just.
You have 5 seconds to answer.
There's definitely somebody who's choosing like strong young careers.
So it's kind of a mixed reaction. So this is interesting. We'll see how the pattern goes on. Next question. Society views men and women as equal. And you have 5 seconds to answer. And it's also a mixed reaction over here. Some people agree and some people strongly disagree. Let's go on. Gender stereotypes affect the way we act, our personalities, and our characters in society. You have 5 seconds. So a lot of people agree on this one. So let's see if this pattern continues. Men are taught to hide their emotions to the point of causing emotional stress or problems. And most people agree with this, and some people disagree with this. Perceptions about gender can affect career choices. You have 5 seconds. Time's up, and most people strongly agree with this, and some people strongly disagree. And next question, please. Religion can play a role in society's perception of gender. You have 5 seconds to answer.
I'm gonna record myself to this time.
Oh, not me. Oh my god.
And most people strongly agree with this. And it's the same for social media and popular culture can affect how people view different genders and their roles. You have 5 seconds to answer. And most people agree with this. And next question. This is the last question. Most parents have a different opinion of gender roles in their millennial children. And millennials are people who were born in the 21st century.
What's that, Anna? What'd you say?
Most parents.
Hi.
And most people agree with this, that their parents have different views on how they view gender. And I'm not sure if this means that most parents disagree with the fact that there are more gender stereotypes, or that the society isn't really affected by gender stereotypes. But I think we're going to learn more about this. So thank you for playing this game, and we will definitely help you learn more about how we view gender in our school.
I wanted to see if I won.
The code connects to the research, the survey connects to the codes. It reflects to our interviews. The opinions of our peers about gender roles in our school shows that we have stereotypes that impact the kids at our school.
Interview results / quotes. Some quotes from our peers. When asked how social media affects gender equality, a student said, "People post certain things to get approval from others." In regards to how dress code affects us at FMS, one student said, "For people who want to express themselves through clothes have a disadvantage. Girls have to dress more modestly rather than boys." What are your thoughts on gender? My thoughts on gender is that people still think that boys are better than girls. How does dress code affect you? I think the dress code affects me less as a boy.
So the next slide is kind of about like what people in society have said. So two people said, we see someone's sex as an important predictor of their abilities and interests and assume that if we know someone is a girl or boy, we know a lot about them. So basically what these people were saying is that if you know someone's gender, often people assume things about them like what they like to do or what they wear.
Some other quotes that are said and thought most by society is that boys are better at physical activities. Parents have lower expectations than for girls in math and science, and girls have more emotions while boys aren't supposed to show them. And these are basically just what society immediately thinks when they bring up gender in male appearance.
Some stereotypes on future careers and jobs. People think that females should be teachers and males should be doctors. Many of these stereotypes are false and created by equality and expectations. So that means that people judge by your gender or
The next film we're going to show you is called The First Step in Breaking Gender Stereotypes. It's about a group of friends that are talking about and interacting with another student that is breaking a certain stereotype.
So, yeah, we're the producers and stage crew and actors. They're there. Yeah. Yeah, so enjoy the video. Yeah.
Oh, great, it was pretty cool. I mean, like, Jack, have you heard? Jack was taking home economics.
Whoa, really? I thought home economics was only for girls.
Really, Leonard? Guys can cook and clean, just like how girls can build and plan.
Oh yeah, I guess what I said is kind of stupid. Sorry.
Thanks, Leonard. Thinking of things like cooking and cleaning don't have a gender. Anyone can do them.
I'm glad someone's doing stuff like that. I think it's really great.
I agree, but is anyone saying stuff about it?
If they are, then that's just horrible. I hate it when people talk about it.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, we don't have to hold hands and say kumbaya. But talk about these people, don't.
I agree. And guys, I'm going to try out for the football team.
Really? But you've always been hesitant because there's no girls football team at this school.
Well, this school needs to change. There's a boys football team, but not a girls one. And why is there only a baseball team for boys and only a softball team for girls? Yeah, maybe the school doesn't have the money for both the girls and boys team. What if the boys played on the same team? And don't say, oh, girls can take those tackles, or boys go easy on the girls. Because girls can take a hit and girls will play. And guys can play softball, and what if a guy wants to be a cheerleader? I'm sick of this school being run by past generations. It's 2018, it's a new generation, and we need to start acting like it.
Yeah, I agree. You try for that football team, and you will make it.
Yeah!
Okay. All right. All right.
Wait, I hope the word doesn't go. Oh no, you're already laughing. It was just that Oh, hey guys. Hey guys. We wanted to say, we think it's okay, I think I don't learn how to do simple things like eggs and spaghetti, and my mom taught me to cook economics. That's good, and I was feeling inspired. So I'm going to try out for the football team. Oh, cool, I hope you get on the team.
You are changing the school for the better, Jack. We love you.
Thanks. I hope people pursue their dreams, regardless of what people think. Read it out of you.
Franklin Middle School.
Yeah, you want to watch it again? Go to Squippy on YouTube. SQUIPY. Take note, watch your videos. Good luck, guys. Bye.
The next slide is about the change that we want to see in our community. We want others to be kind to people in the LGBTQ plus community. We want others to support the LGBTQ plus community. And we want them to break gender roles and stereotypes. And at school, the dress code should be the same for all, and it should be appropriate for everyone. And as shown in the video, sports should be sports should have both girls and boys be involved. And no judging if someone is a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Knowing that having opinions are okay, but share them respectfully or keep them to yourself.
Gender stereotypes and prejudice towards the LGBTQ plus community without prior knowledge of what they entail is what some people do. However, they aren't that different from us. They just have different views of life. The world is meant for us to share with our fellow brothers and sisters, related or not. We shouldn't succumb to society's vision of how a man or woman should look. Little girls shouldn't be trying to starve themselves because society provides us with a saddening example of how women are supposed to be viewed. Little boys shouldn't be afraid to cry because of the false image of tears showing them to be weak and frail. Pain is not, as people say, beauty. Beauty is wisdom, confidence in themselves, the understanding that it took over a quadrillion and more choices to create you just the way you are.
Now we have a poem written by our wonderful writer, Tara Muhammad.
Generic views on gender clogs people's minds.
E. Everyone's preferences are important and valid.
And never judge people for who they are.
D. Don't discriminate against people because they don't see things your way.
E. Evening out chances for all genders up to all of us.
R. Respect yourselves and each other as we are one.
Gender.
So we want to thank you all for your time and listening to our presentations. We hope you learned a lot about gender stereotypes and share it with your friends. If you have any comments or questions, please raise your hand and share. Mr. Sullivan.
Well, first I want to say I'm proud of all of you. I think it takes a lot of courage to talk about how to do this. But as a principal, I'm very proud of you. But as your principal, come talk to me. Let's figure out how we can spread this to our school. I think we can certainly implement it. So have you all talked about some logistical ways that we can make it happen for our building? If so,
Yes, we were having this discussion, but we just wanted to present the problem to you. I honestly think that we are starting right now because we just wanted to create awareness by starting, by presenting, and we're definitely thinking about starting in our school from the sports teams because it's kind of unfair for like some teams that could be co-ed to not be co-ed, so we could start from like the sports teams in our school. Any other questions?
What is preventing this in 2018?
So basically, some views of society, like I guess like sports, like mostly in sports, women, like I guess in softball, women play women. There's never a time, or mostly that like both men and women compete with men and women. So mostly like I guess like society views us differently, I guess.
Okay, guys, we got